Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. I thought, normally I don't do 2 Solana updates per day, but I thought today, because Solana is currently breaking out of that green target area to the upside, it is worth to do another update. We talked in the previous video about this potential breakout. I showed you this ascending triangle, very similar to the Bitcoin chart. And we have here the resistance level at $55. Which is the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level. This is one of 2 main Fibonacci retracement levels of this overall move. Yeah, so Solana moved up here in a wave 1, coming down in a wave 2. Wave 1 is the first impulsive wave of a trend. Wave 2 is a corrective wave that corrects all of this price move. The next wave should ideally be a wave 3 that would take it to ideally $450 and more. That is just the minimum target of a wave 3. By the way, there's no guarantee the next wave needs to be a wave 3. It could also just be another wave 1. Sometimes you see early young assets make several 1-2 setups after each other. And that could, for example, in the next 1-2, we could just get to the previous all-time high. That is certainly possible. So there is never a guarantee the next wave will really be a wave 3. But ideally, we want it to happen. Where are we? Actually, what I wanted to show you is these Fibonacci levels here, which are so relevant, which are basically giving us here the target for this move. Yeah, this is here between $30 and $56, and this is that area between the 88 and the 78.6% Fib level, the last 2 main Fibonacci retracement levels, and also for a wave 2 the ideal target area, and that is why I had it on the chart, and it was reached. And in this area, as expected, we have seen a counter reaction, and we are reacting currently to that target area, and we are also moving higher. So as I already indicated, short-term upside possible at any time. I still don't think the low is reached, but, and that is just a message I have to repeat time and time again, the low could now be in at any point. The low could now be in at any point. I wouldn't have any headache if we went to new all-time highs from here. Personally, and that is only my view, I would not wait for the lowest low. I would not necessarily wait for the $30 level, even though I think we are going to see it, but I wouldn't personally wait. Anywhere in this target area for me is an attractive price to buy Solana. Solana I don't see as very risky, but also we need to understand that at the moment, generally, the crypto market is very risky. It always is, but at the moment especially, it's very unpredictable as well, just in terms of what's happening with stablecoins. But we can see currently that breakout, and that is why I did that update. Showed you in the previous video that we had an increasing relative strength index, an increasing RSI, and because the RSI here, when you touch a certain level a couple of times or multiple times, and before that the breakout didn't happen, and now the RSI is actually higher, which it was, then a breakout is more likely, because it means the trend is stronger, and that has happened. Bear in mind, at the moment this is only the 1-hour chart I'm here on, and we are currently only just now breaking out. There hasn't even been a retest, and also the 1-hour candle, well, it will close in a few minutes, so it will have closed when you watch that video. The 4-hour of course will also not have closed. The 4-hour candle closes only in around 3 hours. So obviously within this period of time, the price without a problem could drop back below that $55-56 level. But currently it's looking like we are moving higher, and we even had a bullish crossover here on the 4-hour chart on the ADX and the I. We broke above 50 on the RSI, which is bullish as well. Maybe we even get across above the 0 line on the MACD. So this is already translating over onto the 8-hour chart. And as soon as it then translates over to the daily, this could really give the price a further boost. Now we are far away from a bullish crossover on the daily MACD, and the RSI is still very, very low. And there has not been a bullish divergence on the daily, which is normally quite meaningful. So medium-term indicators not yet turning around, so the 4-day chart still shows further sell-off potential, the weekly as well. There is just no indication here that it's going to reverse to the upside. Of course, it always starts on the lower time frames, moves further to the larger time frames, higher time frames, but it needs to get there. Yeah, it needs to get there. So at the moment, not really many signals here, but shorter time frames show at least short-term upside potential. Told you in the previous video that from here we could have a potential all the way up to $75. Probably there is one resistance level here along the way around $62, just because it has been a swing low. I think that might be a level where people will look out for. Yeah, but if it breaks above that, then the $75 level should be within reach. That is very interesting. The RSI on the daily, for example, is very low. There is a lot of scope to move higher, and on the lower time frames, we are pushing higher now. In terms of volume, let's take a look at volume. I think I did take that out. Volume, we don't really see massive volume, but it's also weekend. But as I already said before, usually around the time when the weekly candle is closing, which is sort of, now. Yeah, obviously it's not closing yet, but this is normally when the volatility starts a little bit, the speculation and so on. So therefore we see this interesting breakout, and obviously we have potential to move to $75, but this level needs to hold 55. So ideally what I would want to see is a retest, close of the 4-hour retest, and then move higher from here. That would be the ideal scenario, and then we need to take it from there. For now, this to me is still looking a bit like too many, one could just be a wave 1 and a wave 2. This could be the wave 3, but it's too early to say that. It is too early to say that. So obviously when we say that, we could expect here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, first impulse to the upside, but it's just way too early to say that, because we really only have this very, very short structure. There's not enough structure here to really talk about it. But overall good signal that we're breaking out, and support is of course at $55, $56 level. Should it be a fake out and we move back in, obviously we're back in the triangle. Support in the triangle would be here on the 4-hour chart currently $51.50, and below that then the swing low at around $46. So my expectation is we could actually now, if that support holds and if we can push here higher, we could even move to that $75 level. Here it will then be decided, depends on the reaction to that resistance zone. Possibly we can then expect here a move down again, and maybe then start that lower low. That is what the next few, not probably hours, but next few days will decide. So hopefully you liked the update about Solana. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.